This was a solitary pursuit behind the wheel of a racing car where he could compete and win through aggression. And he decided that he was not only going to become a racing driver, but that he was going to become world champion.
How could you take it seriously? I mean, he wanted to be world champion right from the word go, but I mean, he was a mate. He had the aspirations, but we couldn't take it that seriously, could we, really?
Well, hello there everybody, and welcome back to my team with the legend himself, Mr. James Hunt, for the Hesketh Racing Team. And we've reached round 10, which of course is Great Britain. And we have to renew our contract with Louis Delatraz. Now the thing is, are we going to? Because he's been a pretty much of a disappointment all season. So I think James Hunt wants to change from Louis Delatraz, and he wants to get someone else who I think may be better fitting the bill. Yes, better fitting the bill. And of course, it is going to be, as we scroll down the list, who's it going to be, everyone? Yes, you've probably guessed it. It's Tatiana Calderon. Yes, we are going to employ the talent, yes, the talent of Tatiana Calderon. I've no idea why James Hunt has picked a female driver. Absolutely no idea whatsoever. Let's have a look at her stats then, compared with Louis Delatraz. As you can see, well, there's not much difference. She's got a rating of 57 compared to his 59, but overall, there's really not a lot to choose between them, apart from the fact that Tatiana Calderon is currently going for 1 million of her market value. Yes, lads, you can actually buy women. Yes, you can buy women. Yes, it is possible in 2020. So we are going to put in an offer for Tatiana Calderon and see if she accepts. Now, are we going to go for that million, or are we going to give her a little bit more money? Well, Dave's all about equality these days, all about equality. So I think we're going to go for the low risk and give her 1.12 million quid for her services in our Hesketh Racing Team. I think that's what we're going to do. Hopefully she will accept that. I can't see why she wouldn't accept that. No, because we are definitely giving her more than what her market value is. So she should be on board straight away. Oh, there we go, sending the offer. And yes, quite predictably, she has accepted the offer. Fantastic. So we now have Tatiana Calderon in our team. Oh, James. So let's continue now with our activity timeline. We're going to fill that up with some aero bullshit and anything else we can fill it up with, basically, before our next Grand Prix, of course, which is Silverstone, the home of the British Grand Prix. Now, Mr. James Hunt is looking at the aerodynamics. Is he going to do an update to the aerodynamics? I'm not quite sure. We've got 2.62 million in the bank because, of course, we went cheap and got Tatiana Calderon. Yes, we went very, very cheap indeed. So we have got some cash now that we can blow on some improvements on our Hesketh racing car. As you can see, there's Arava typing away furiously on his laptop, and there's, I think that's Tiamat Marduk. Is it Tiamat Marduk, who looks like he's doing something to the engine, but basically he hasn't got a bloody clue what he's doing? No, hasn't got a bloody clue. No change there then. Actually, we've gone for the powertrain once again for James Hunt, because of course he's obsessed with the engine. So there you go, you can see our powertrain is now pretty much up there in the development table, but unfortunately our car is still second from bottom. But we've got some more improvements to get. Oh god, turbo durability has failed, everyone. They just haven't got a clue, these guys, have they? They haven't got a clue. So have we got enough resource points to sort that out? Yes, just about. So let's sort that out. The turbo durability, so that should be on the car for the next round, and hopefully it'll work this time. Let's have a look at our engine. Oh god, yeah, engines, yeah, they're not looking too good either for James Hunt, because he's got a little bit of a lead foot. There's James Hunt. So there you go then. I think we're going to go back to engine number 1, of course, for practice, and then we'll have to go to engine number 3. Anyway, as you can see, we're on an invitational race, and James Hunt is out in a McLaren. Yes, a McLaren. A little bit of foreshadowing there, if anyone wants to look this up on Google. A little bit of foreshadowing. But yes, out he goes on his invitational race. And let's see if he manages to complete the objective. I have no idea what the objective was. And he did. He passed it. Whatever it was, he passed it. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. So out for qualifying we go at Silverstone, the home of the British Grand Prix. Let's see what time James Hunt puts in as he crosses the line. It's 7th place at the moment, 1.2 seconds behind the leader. Fantastic. Anyway, a little bit later into the qualifying session, you can see that James Hunt is down to 18th place at the moment. Tatiana Calderon, of course, our new teammate, is down to 20th, but he's about to cross the line. Is he going to improve on that? I don't think he is, because his delta time is down. And no, it's still 18th place for James Hunt.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Can we talk about Mercedes? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Vettel, Max Verstappen, and Stroll, Perez, Ricciardo, Ocon, and Lando Norris, Albon, Sainz, Kimi Raikkonen, and Kvyat, Gasly, Magnussen, Roman Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Hunt, Latifi, and Tatiana Calderon.
Okay, so here we are at Silverstone then, 20th place for James Hunt in the end as the 5 lights go out and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes. Yes, another rocket ship start from the line from James Hunt. Tatiana Calderon is right up to Jack Jones, and James Hunt as we go to turn 1 now. Oh my goodness, is he going to do another of his famous dives? Yes, he does. Up into 18th place already, but he took a cautious approach there, but he doesn't as he goes to the next turn. Oh my goodness gracious, bloody good call. He slots in between 2 of the cars there. Almost contact between James Hunt and Pierre Gasly, but up now into 14th position. Yes, just behind, of course, Kimi Raikkonen in that Alfa Romeo. Wow, what a fantastic start once again from James Hunt in the Hesketh Racing team. I don't know where Tatiana Calderon is. I think she's dropped back a little bit, but as you can see, look at this. Pierre Gasly is really putting on the gas there, trying to get past James Hunt and steal this position away from him, but he's still chasing Kimi Raikkonen in that Alfa Romeo as we're just about to come past the old pit entrance, I do believe, before the revisions. Anyway, still chasing Kimi Raikkonen now as we're about to approach the Maggots and the Beckett section of this oh my goodness gracious, bloody good call. James Hunt went very, very wide there, but now we are going through Maggots and Beckett, and James Hunt is still chasing hard on Kimi Raikkonen. He's got about 4 cars in front of him, a little bit further down the field, and we're about to go down the hangar straight now. Let's see if we can catch up to the back of Kimi Raikkonen in that Alfa Romeo. Of course, his car is a little bit higher, I think, in the development table than the Hesketh Racing car, but James Hunt is going to give it his all. A little bit corner cutting on the grass there for James Hunt, as you can see. Oh, look at this. We've got a shark fin on the front of our car now. Did you see what I did there? Yes. Good one, Dave. Well done. Comedy genius. Absolute comedy genius. Anyway, we complete lap 1 now, going to lap 2. Still chasing Kimi Raikkonen. Still chasing him. And we've got Daniel Kvyat, the torpedo himself, and once again James uses up all of the track limits and then some to continue his fight against Kimi Raikkonen. Now he's getting very, very close to the back of Kimi, as you can see. He's got Carlos Sainz and that McLaren ahead of him, but James is going to give it his all. Look at this, he's got the ERS going now as the sparks are flying out the back of this Alfa Romeo. Is he going to do for a dive? No. Oh no. Didn't quite manage to do that for James Hunt. He was very, very cautious there. He didn't want to lose part of his front wing, of course, as he tries desperately to get past Kimi Raikkonen, and still this 13th place, but of course no points at the moment on offer for James Hunt. We'll just see how the race develops and see if we can get up into those World Championship points. So, still chasing Raikkonen, still chasing him as we're going full chat now. Look at this, we go right, we go left, we go right again. Fantastic part of the circuit at Silverstone. A car's trying to get past us. I think that's the torpedo, Daniel Kvyat. Yes, it is. And of course, the AlphaTauri trying to get past us, but we're managing to hold on to this 14th place at the moment as we're about now to brake very, very hard for this right-hander and complete the second lap of this Grand Prix at the Silverstone circuit. And Lewis Hamilton has put in our fastest lap, well, of course, we knew he would do. The jammy little git. And we are still chasing Kimi Raikkonen at the moment. So DRS has been enabled. Lap 3 now. Lap 3, still chasing Raikkonen. Still got Sainz in front of him. And we've still got Daniel Kvyat behind us and Kevin Magnussen as well. But can we get any more positions in this race. At the moment, it doesn't look like we can. Now, of course, even though we've got engine developments on our car, it still isn't anywhere near as fast as the pack that's in front of us. So we've just got to bear with this, because Silverstone is a very, very fast circuit, of course, and I don't think James is going to be able to make much inroads into these cars ahead of him. But let's see how it all pans out before the end of this Grand Prix. Of course, this is a 50% race, so we will have to come in. I think it's 2 stops, or it may only be 1. We will find out. We will find out a little bit later into this Grand Prix, of course, as once again now we go very, very wide for James Hunt. Very, very wide indeed, but he manages to hold it together as we're now going through Maggots, through Beckett's. Yes, superb car control there from James Hunt as Daniel Kvyat just sort of sneaks up a little bit behind him. Now we're going to go down a hanger straight. We have got the DRS, we have got the ERS, we've got Rich Mix, we've got absolutely everything we can throw at it except the kitchen sink to see if we can catch up to the back of Kimi Raikkonen. But at the moment he's still got more pace than what we have in the car. But is James Hunt going to do a late dive down the inside? Oh, wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. Almost but not quite for James Hunt. Almost but not quite there. So this is now the end of lap 3, and we accelerate forward out of lap 7. Lap 7, we have managed to catch up to the back of Kimi Raikkonen, as you can see, but we still cannot get past him. We still can't get past Kimi Raikkonen in, of course, the Alpha, but we will still keep pushing, and now we're getting even closer. Is James going to do a move down the inside? Yes, he does. Oh my goodness, there's contact, I do believe, a little bit. Oh, even more contact with Kimi Raikkonen there, and he managed to get past though. Yes, up into 13th place now for James Hunt. I would get more excited, but 13th place is really not where we need to be right now as we accelerate forward out to lap 10. Lap 10 of the Grand Prix. Still 13th for Hunt, but quite a few cars now have come into the pit. And as you can see, they go very, very slowly, of course, at Silverstone, because it's a 37-mile-an-hour speed limit in the pit lane. So James Hunt now gets up into 7th position as we accelerate forward out to lap 11. Lap 11, we have the real pressure down for the car behind. I do believe it's Lulu, it's Lewis Hamilton. He's got past us, the bugger. But I think James Hunt is going to do a sneaky move down the inside. Brakes very, very late indeed. Oh, can he hold it though? Can he hold it on the brakes? Oh my goodness, and he does. Wowzers. So he gets up into 7th place. He gets a warning for collision with Hamilton, but it's okay, as he's now got one of the AlphaTauris once again bearing down him, trying to get past. And oh my goodness, I just realised we're in the lead. We're currently in the lead of this race. Fortunately, we haven't made our pit stop yet, but yes, it's a provisional lead at the moment for James Hunt as we accelerate forward now to lap 12. Lap 12, still in 1st place at the moment. Daniel Kvyat, the torpedo, is trying to get past us. Round the outside he goes, and he does get past us. Oh, no he doesn't. No, he doesn't. James Hunt is taking none of that shit from this young pretender who tries to steal his crown, and he holds on to this 1st position, which is pretty academic, of course, because he's still got to come in for his pit stop, and he's still battling hard with the cars behind him. We've got Kvyat and we got Lulu. Lewis Hamilton, of course, is in the mix as well, trying to get past James Hunt. Well, I think it's time for James to come in for his pit stop as we now go down the hanger straight. And once again, Daniel Kvyat tries for a move around the outside, but he doesn't manage to pull that off. So are we going to come in for our stop now? Yes, we are. So we come in. Oh, look at this. Lots of other cars have come in as well, including the torpedo. So we pit from 1st place. We've already lost the lead, of course. We haven't even come into the pit. Just look how slow it is. Just look how slow it is into the pit lane. Of course, they adjusted this 1 year at Silverstone. It's been kept like this ever since. I think they really should up it a little bit, because I think 37 miles an hour is a little bit too slow. A little bit too slow for Silverstone. I'm sure they could go through at 50 and it'll be fine. Anyway, the lads change the tyres now on to the harder tyre, which is the yellow sidewall tyre for the remaining stint of this Grand Prix. I think we're only going to go for 1 stop. I'm not quite sure, but I think we're only going to go for 1 stop. We will find out though as the race develops. We rejoin on lap 13 now. I think we're in 12th position, are we? Yes, 12th place as we rejoin the field now on lap 30 of the Grand Prix. Loman Grosjean is the car behind, and Carlos Sainz is now the car ahead as we accelerate forward to lap 16. Lap 16, still holding on to 12th position at the moment for James Hunt. He's trying desperately to catch the McLarens, but as you can see from the mini-map, the McLarens are away and gone. They're halfway around the next Grand Prix, unfortunately, for James Hunt, and he hasn't managed to catch them. So at the moment we are outside the World Championship points as we accelerate forward now to lap 19. Lap 19, still in 12 for James Hunt, still chasing the McLarens, but unfortunately the gap is now even bigger for James Hunt and those McLarens, so it's not looking good for any World Championship points, I have to say, on lap 20 for James Hunt at Silverstone. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 20, still in 12th place. Oh my goodness, Kimi Räikkönen is out and the safety car has been deployed. Wowzers, me trousers. Well, this is going to be of no help to us whatsoever. We've got to reduce our pace now because our delta time is too much. But yes, there's no point in coming in for a pit stop, I don't think anyway, because I think the tyres are going to hold out until the end. As we accelerate forward lap 22 and the safety car is about to come in. It's about to come in. So can we get the jump on these two McLarens and at least get into, I think, one World Championship point? Well, let's see. But unfortunately, I don't think James Hunt is in a good position here to actually get past the cars as we accelerate forward now. Now, this is the end of the safety car period. He is lining up the first McLaren, as you can see, for a move. Is he going to try and get past? Oh, I think it's going to go green at the wrong time. And it did go green at the wrong time. And the cars are now pulling away already, both the McLarens. And James Hunt still in 12th place, and I think this is going to be it. And look at this, the cars behind are getting very, very racy indeed. We've got Hamilton right down there. I don't know what he's doing in 14th position, and James Hunt goes very, very wide on the exit there. And that means Daniel Kvyat, the torpedo, is now right up his Jack Jones, trying to get past, but he's holding on to accelerate forward at lap 25. Lap 25 this Grand Prix. And unfortunately at Silverstone, it looks like we're not going to get any points for James Hunt. Yes, no points at all. Still holding on to 12th place at the moment. This is now the last lap of the Grand Prix. Both the McLarens are away. We have managed to catch up a little bit on them, as you can see. But of course, that's the result of the safety car period, not overall pace that's in the car. And it looks like we will finish in 12th place. And Daniel Kvyat torpedo is behind us, and so is Lewis Hamilton in 14th place in the Mercedes. I don't know what he's doing right back there. I have no idea whatsoever. Obviously, he's had a few problems in this Grand Prix. Perhaps he's had a few penalties. And that's why he's way down the field. Anyway, just half the circuit to go now, and it'll be the end of the Grand Prix. We're still on Rich Mix. We've got a little bit of fuel. We'll have to turn that down in a little bit, though. A little bit, because I don't think we're going to have enough to get us to the end of the Grand Prix, as we're now going through the final section of the circuit. And as you can see, Daniel Kvyat, the torpedo, in the AlphaTauri is once again trying to get past. Wow, he went for a dive bomb move there, but didn't manage to put it off in the rearview mirrors, as we're now going to go down a hanger straight for the last time. Of course, we've got to keep the fuel on, Rich, and we've got to keep the ERS on, because these cars are now going to use their final opportunity to try and get past. And Lewis Hamilton has now stormed past Daniel Kvyat. As you can see, he's going to dive down the inside of us. I do believe he's going to get past. Oh my, oh, he gets us. I don't believe it, but I think James Hunt is going to do one of his classic late braking manoeuvres, and yes, he does. So he gets the place back, but he's going to cross the line only in 12th place. No World Championship points today for James Hunt. Oh bugger, oh bugger, oh bugger.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in
Well, you can't win them all, unfortunately, and for James Hunt today, no points. Nil points for James Hunt. But he does get driver of the day. Well, if we could see him, that is, he would get driver of the day. Yes. Well done, Codemasters. Well done indeed. And there is Dr. Wolf. Yes, Dr. Wolf. I am the Terminator. Once again. And there's the winner of the race. And it is, of course, Valtteri Bottas. Yes. Well done, Valtteri. You're a great number 2 driver. A great number 2 driver. There's the team mechanics congratulate themselves like they always do. So up onto the podium, there is Valtteri Bottas. And look at this. Both the Ferraris are there as well. Fantastic. If only we could see that in 2020. It would be pretty decent. Pretty decent. But anyway, enough of this. Time to spill the champagne over everyone. Look at old Charlie boy there. Look at him. Look, pouring it down his neck. That's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. And over the team mechanic as well. He's going to be well pissed with that. So 12 for James Hunt, unfortunately. Let's have a look and see where teammate finished. Tatiana Cordon. She finished in 19th place. That's pretty respectable, I have to say. Pretty respectable. I think that's a lot better than how that old Louis Delatraz has been doing. Anyway, let's look at the standings now. 7th place for James Hunt. He has unfortunately dropped down a little bit with 45 World Championship points down. Valtteri Bottas in the lead now with 166. And in the Constructors, we're in 6th place. Wowzers. Anyway, it's time for one of those boring interviews with Claire. Yeah, you don't want to see that, do you, lads? No, you don't want to see that. You want to see the grid girls once again, don't you? Whoa, look at that, lads. Fucking hell. Fuck. Oh, my goodness. No, there's 5 of them again. Dave can't handle 5. He can't. Oh, my goodness. She's swishing her hair again, lads. She's swishing her hair. Dave can't handle 5. Well, he can't even handle 1, to be fair. Oh my goodness, look at that spray. It's going everywhere. Oh no, girls. No, no. Please stop now. Please, no. I can't hold it anymore. Oh. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Let's have a look at our rivalry breakdown at the moment with, of course, our team rival, Roman Glojon, and he's currently winning. Oh, bugger, bugger, bugger. So how did we do then with Tatiana Calderon? Well, we did pretty well. We got some good money there, as you can see, from our team sponsors. And, oh dear, 50k damage deduction for James Hunt, only 32 for Tatiana Calderon. But we have made 2.26 million. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. There will, of course, be more later.